I had a belief in me, a limited belief in me that didn't allow me to come live. I'm talking about when I try to hit that live button, even just thinking about going live will make my damn underarm sweat, will make me like have almost a nervous breakdown. And when I would actually do hit the button to come live, it seemed like all of the knowledge that I have would just suddenly disappear. Now I'm sitting up here stuttering and looking stupid, and that shit didn't make sense. That shit didn't make sense based on who I am as a person. So who I am as a person, the honest truth is, I don't give a fuck what somebody think about me. Like that's just the truth. Most of the people that's watching this live, I will never see you ever in my life. We will never meet. Uh, what you think about me won't help my life. It won't worsen my like. It won't affect me whatsoever. So the reaction that my body was given didn't fit with what my mind is and what who I am as a person. It's like, yo, what the fuck? I know I'm not scared of y'all. So what the fuck is this? Right? And understanding what this it was or what this is, what it was, gonna make y'all see this shit very clear. So I had to go back to like, yo, what is this? And I meditated on it to see like why is my body reacting like this? And it wasn't just live. Like I remember when I first started doing videos, I couldn't even do a video without feeling that feeling. Like, what the fuck? I'm talking about I couldn't even record a voice record. Just the thought that somebody gonna hear it in the future, I'll be stuck like Chuck. No matter if I was in front of a group of kids, a group of elder people, because I've been at a temple where I went to talk in the front. And the people at the temple, take your time, baby. You got it. Take your time. And I'm still up there shaking it. Like, yo, bro, what are you scared of? Like, and it didn't make sense to me, right? Until I actually looked into it. What the fuck is this? I meditated on it. And when I meditated, I asked my mind to show me what is this? And it literally took me back to a time when I was in school. And I was like in the sixth grade, and there was a teacher who forced all of us to read out loud. And at the time, I knew how to read good. You know what I mean? I was getting all A's at the time. But at the time, I knew that there were certain words I could not pronounce. Like, even right now, I stumble, I fuck a word up or two. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. It is what it is. But at that time, I knew it was certain words I butchered that motherfucker. You know what I mean? So reading out loud, it was just like I'm sitting there like, damn, I gotta read. So she making us read a paragraph at a time, and I'm almost like preparing for my paragraph. I'm counting like, damn, there's three people in front of me, so I'm trying to, see what paragraph I gotta read, so I could skim through it and make sure it's all of the words. I know all of these words, and I'm talking about this memory plays so clear in my mind. That's why I remember it. I remember it like it was yesterday. So I literally remember me reading my lines, and I'm like, oh, I know all of my words. So I'm kind of, whoo, I started to relax. I started to calm down. The anxiety that was building up started to relax because my paragraph, I know these words. And next thing you know, the girl that was in front of me read my paragraph and her paragraph. So now I'm sitting there as she reading her paragraph. I'm like, all right, I'm next. I'm studying my paragraph. Next thing you know, I hear her reading my damn paragraph. Like, who the fuck told her to read two paragraphs? So that shit. So now as she reading my paragraph, I'm like, oh, I'm trying to go to the next paragraph so I could see what words is there. And before I know it, they like, Naeem, it's your turn to read. So now I got put on the spot. I'm not ready. This new territory. Like, what the? So this was my first time as a kid going through what you would call um anxiety attack. Heart start pumping and this and that. Now the words that was in this paragraph, most of them words I knew, But since my body was having an anxiety attack, I couldn't even pronounce regular words like you and can and I. I'm so you sounding stupid in a motherfucker. And while it's happening, my body going crazy than a motherfucker. The kids giggling. They don't know how to read, thinking I don't know how to read and shit. When I do know how to read, it's like I just shut down, like, and I'm like, yo, I don't want to read. So this what you got to understand about the body, right? When we go through something that's traumatic, our body record it. It literally records it because the way I was feeling, my body perceived it as danger, 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 even though it wasn't nothing dangerous. You get what I'm saying? But you got to understand that this body that we got, the only time it would feel something like that if a lion trying to get in your den or some shit and your heart pumping like that so you could be able to fight or flight or run. So it pushes all of the blood to your hands and your feet because it feels like you're in danger. So the body is just trying to survive. It's trying to stay alive. And when the blood is getting pumped into your hands and feet, fight or flight, when you're in fear, no blood is coming to your brain. And this is why you can't, this not the time to comprehend. It's not the time to think. This is the time to act according to what the body believes is happening. That is danger going on. So this is the reason why my mind freezes up. It freezes because you in fight or flight. You ain't in thinking mode. You get what I'm saying? So this is why I forget my raps on stage. I forget words I knew my entire life because I don't have that connection to it. I'm in fight or flight, nigga. I'm ready to fight or get the hell or run. You know what I mean? So the when your body go through this, it records that in your body, and now anything that look familiar or similar to that situation, it creates triggers. So what is a trigger? A trigger is soon as I could be talking to one person and breaking some shit down, and then like, damn, that shit was dope as hell. Hey yo, he called two more people over. Now that the two people right there, boom, the trigger is I got put on blast. So the minute he put me on blast, like, yo, that shit you just broke down, break that shit down again. Now my body saying you're put on blast because in school what happened? I was put on blast. Now it's like a button got pressed. Boop. And my nervous system start reacting, fight or flight. What you gonna do? You on blast. And it's like, what the fuck? So you gotta understand that my body wasn't reacting to the present moment. I'm not scared of the two people. I'm not scared of the audience that I'm performing in front of. I'm not scared of the people that's on live. My body literally going back to that time when I was a little kid and replaying those emotions. And those emotions come up, and now I'm sitting here, I'm trying to talk on live, can't get my thoughts together and all of that shit in it. So that little kid is still playing as the root. And this is why they say you got to get to the root of the problem. So after I did that meditation and I found out that all of this nervous shit is from a fucking little kid that was forced to read in front of the class, the fact that I was aware of why my body was reacting this way don't remove the program. That don't just get rid of the program just because I could see where it came from, right? So once I was aware of it, I'm like, damn, that's deep. Like, I'm not reacting from the present moment. So look, that's just one example of a program that could get programmed when you were a kid, and that shit is playing underneath the surface, affecting everything in my life today. Like right now, I'm a grown ass man. I got multiple books that I wrote, and my body still reacting from a kid that ain't know how to read, and I'm an author today. Make it make sense. Like that shit make no sense. And this what you got to understand. The programs that's in us, that's deep within us, have nothing to do with what's going on the surface. So that same example that I explained, right? When I was a kid, when that happened, this was the belief system because I had to get to the belief now. Now I see where it came from, but I'm like, what belief did I attach to that moment? The belief I attached it to that moment was if I mess up in front of an audience, they're gonna laugh at me and think I'm stupid. So that's not playing in my mind, that's playing in my nerve system. Yo, you fuck up, they're gonna think you're stupid. It's like escape, escape, run, run. You get what I'm saying? This is what my nerve system playing. I'm feeling these nerves and all this shit. Run, run. You get what I'm saying? This is what my nerve system playing. I'm feeling these nerves and all this shit. I don't know what the fuck it is. That's a false belief. That's a false belief. Right now, me talking to y'all, if I fuck up, y'all not gonna laugh and think I'm stupid because I fucked up. But I was only, what, 9 years old, 10 years old at that time. So I got a belief from a 9 year old playing in me now, and I'm 40 years old now. That belief don't got no logic, don't got no truth to it, none of that shit. So think about all of the other beliefs that's programmed in y'all. Think about the traumas that's in y'all. So this is the whole thing. Our old patterns, our old beliefs is the shit that be running shit today, but you can't even see why you act the way you act because it don't got nothing to do with today. Right? So another cycle that I could just point out. Like my mother got 5 kids. I'm the middle child. So I got two little brothers. You know how that is having two little the baby, the fuck them babies. Fuck you talk about. And then it's the older kids. Oh, the older could do this, the older fuck them too. So I had that stuck in the middle syndrome where it's always about the babies or the older kids. I ain't never was never a middle nigga day. So because of that, I had emotions when I was a kid feeling left out. Shoot, ain't never me type energy. You get what I'm saying? And I've been playing that shit in me as a little kid, and that became a belief as well. So now as an adult, you get what I'm saying? It could be some shit where I'm in a relationship. You know what I mean? I hit my girl or whatever. I text her some shit. She probably driving or doing this or doing whatever. She see the text. You know what I mean? Like in her mind, I'm gonna respond to that once I get a chance. She put her phone back down. But from the hurt in me of being ignored as a kid, you get what I'm saying? I look at my phone and see that it say read, so she read my shit 15 minutes ago. It probably just slipped her mind. And now I'm feeling all of these abandonment emotions like, damn, motherfucker don't care about me. Motherfucker just forget about me. Like, nigga, calm down. Your bitch, your bitch ass. Like, for real, like it got nothing to do with that for real. You feel me? But the emotions that I'm feeling don't got nothing to do with her and this text message. Just like me coming on live had nothing to do with y'all. It had everything to do with that little hurt kid. And this is why shadow work is so important. The shit called shadow work because it's in the shadow. Your shadow follow you everywhere you fucking go, but you can't see that motherfucker. So these pains, these traumas that we got stored in us, that we had stored in us since we was a little kid, that shit follow us everywhere we motherfucking go. But you can't see that motherfucker. It's literally the same thing. So this shit really about getting to the core of the programs you have in you that you programmed as a kid and pulling them shits from the root, right? Because this what we be doing. We'll cut the branches off. We'll motherfucking cut the leaves off. We'll cut everything the fuck off because everything that we cutting off, it's on the surface. So I could have easily been like, nah, live, that shit ain't for me. Like I ain't no social person. I could have took that as a fucking like that's who I am. Like, nah, that's just who I am. I don't fucking looking at no fucking live. I could have that's how I used to be thinking. Whole time, that's me just cutting the branch off. Whole time, no, the root's still there. The roots is still in the ground. The root connect directly to when I was a kid. And this is why when you go to a therapist, what's the first thing they say to you when you go to a therapist? Anybody that been to a therapist know this. Tell me about your childhood. Tell me about your childhood. It's like, hold on, nigga. I'm 40 years old. Fuck you wanna know about my childhood for, nigga? I got problems right now, nigga. Fuck my childhood, nigga. I can tell you about what's going on right now. And they don't want to hear about what's going on right now because right now it's just a reflection of your childhood. They understand that shit. Everything goes back to your childhood because your childhood is the foundation of your belief system. So if you don't fix the core of your belief system, you're going to be always fucked.